Try to survive. No, just you.
Always survive. You know I can hit that note.
I know, man. Let me
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm here for it.
No, give it to me. Give it to me. Here come Michael McDonald.
You gotta act like you got a bunch of jelly beans in your mouth to sing Michael McDonald.
Here you go. Are you gonna stand up and fight?
You got your joint muted, right? Your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This thing's where you are. This is it.
Oh, shoot.
This is it. This is it.
Don't be up in the morning. Oh, man. Okay.
Kenny Loggins was supposed to be part of Blue Eye Soul. At some point,
What happened?
He sang Footloose and he changed.
Oh, he went white.
He
went white.
This was his first song. This was his first hit single, and it was Michael McDonald was writing for him.
Right. Oh, so him and Michael McDonald must have fell out.
You
He must have
think?
stopped being friends.
No.
That's where he lost his soul?
He lost his soul at Footloose.
Michael McDonald got the soul.
Michael McDonald got the soul, but Footloose was a major hit.
Michael showing up with Patti LaBelle, yo. It was the future. I don't know this song. I know the song, but I don't know the song.
This is it. You know what
Who's
happened?
the singer? What's his name
This
again?
is Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
If you listen to The Essentials,
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins, The Essentials, it shows the progression of his career and how he started out singing Blue Eye Soul. And then all of a sudden, he's like all the way
He went
rock.
super poppy. Oh, Rocky.
Pop, rock, all
rock.
that.
All that. Damn.
But
Kenny?
you can hear where it was Michael McDonald. It was a heavy Michael McDonald writing
Then when he
thing.
wasn't.
And then it stops. But he's got a few funky songs like this. Like Blue Eye Soul was a thing.
You got a couple joints that can
Yeah.
be added to the playlist.
It could be added. I have the essentials of Kenny Loggins.
He can come to the barbecue after everybody had their plates already.
Yeah. He got to sing the song first. Yes, it's time to
Sing. That's how it goes, yo. Alexa, off.
It reminds me of when Jim Carrey was singing like El DeBarge.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have one day?
Yo,
Jim
Jim Carrey was ill. He was hilarious.
Jim Carrey just did whatever, but that right there reminds me of that skit that Jim Carrey did and him being an R&B singer.
Yeah, he did the whole like what's them dudes called ooh, I want to sex you up. He kind of did like a thing like that before too. He had the whole suit on. The color me bad.
Yeah, he had the shoulders.
He had the shoulder joints, yo.
Yeah. Oh my Jim Carrey.
Jim was wild, man. I love that dude. He was hilarious, man.
But yeah.
I like to see him do some more stuff.
Yeah.
In the movies, on a movie screen.
But he's like New World Order.
He's like super thespian and like
he's very different.
You know, don't listen to what they tell you to do. The construct is leading you in the wrong way. He ain't completely. He ain't wrong.
He's rage against the machine.
He is raging against the machine.
Seriously.
He ain't here for it.
Oh my gosh. But yes, shout out Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. You would know Kenny Loggins.
Over.
This is called This Is It.
This is it.
This is it.
I'm telling y'all, get Kenny Loggins The Essentials. You will get a whole 80s backdrop flashback, remember.
It's going to give you a little soul and it's going to take you into a little poppy, a little rocky.
Pop. And then you be like, gotta get a foot loose.
Oh, that's him? That's him?
Yes.
Oh, word.
That's when he that's when he blew up.
That's like the 80s movie soundtrack type of sound.
Kevin Bacon did not sing that song. It was Kenny.
Why would people think that?
Because Kevin Bacon is dancing to it.
In the video?
In the video.
In the movie?
in the movie, in video, everything. So most people, I think
There's
that
a movie called Footloose, right?
that was the movie.
That was it, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
starring
okay,
Kevin Bacon.
I get it. It all makes sense now.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, welcome to episode 24 of the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh.
Man.
Have mercy.
How you doing, yo?
I'm feeling a little stuffed, but
Little
great.
stuff. Oh my gosh. if it was ever nap time today or this weekend or ever in our lives, it's right now.
Absolutely. I'm feeling great, though. I think that what we just did was fantastic.
Let's get to that in a second.
Yes.
I just wanted to, I had this, how are you first? You doing all right, though? You feeling good?
I feel good.
You ready to pod?
I feel energized.
Energized.
You know, switching days for us is like it's a thing. Like we switch days, and I'm
Saturday's more lit than Thursdays.
but I'm holding so much information. When am I gonna get it out?
We be missing out on conversations. I'm like, yo, let's not talk about that.
Save it for the pod.
You even did it today.
I did. I was like, I should probably just say it.
Yeah. So this is the Where's Brunch podcast. I kind of wanted to reintroduce it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is the podcast where it might sound like all we're going to do is talk about brunch, but that's not what it is. We are here to have the conversations that you have at brunch with your friends.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Relationships, pop culture, love, marriage, drama.
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
You name it.
Little something.
DMV shenanigans. We talk about it all here.
All that. You know what I'm saying? So this is Where's Brunch. And, and we also get busy with brunch.
Hey.
That's part of our fabric.
Okay. Check our highlights.
Yeah, check us out.
Our highlight reels on Instagram show some pretty dope restaurants that we've had some pretty fantastic meals.
At Where's Brunch at Where's Brunch podcast on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok.
And TikTok. And sometimes when I can keep from yawning, we actually review the restaurants that we visit.
Yes. We have to form this habit of going to brunch and then coming back home. It's tough sometimes.
I be tipsy.
Sometimes we'll be in the streets too.
Or we'll be in the streets. But most of the time I'm tipsy.
Yeah. But that's fun. It's more fun that way.
Yes, it is.
You a little tipsy today?
I only had one glass.
You're probably a little tipsy.
I had one glass.
All right, so tell people why I might be thinking you might be a little tipsy. What are we doing this week?
Okay, so we have returned to our fitness responsibilities of E2M. Mm-hmm. So that means it's called Eager to Motivate, and we are working out 6 days a week, eating clean, hydrating, 0 alcohol, cardio, sweating like crazy people. Yep. Did I say no alcohol?
No alcohol. You did say that.
No alcohol. No carbs. No sugar.
No sugar.
Listen, I could lick the bottle. Okay.
So we get one cheat meal per week.
Yes, one cheat meal per week.
We chose this week at least to have our cheat meal for dinner on Saturday.
Yes.
Today. And man, we went and got burgers and fries.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I don't know the last time I ate 2 burger patties.
You didn't realize you was halfway through. You're like, there's 2 burger patties on this thing.
2 patties on this thing. Y'all, I had an Avo burger.
Shout out to Bun Papa, man. Listen, we ain't going to try to play around with it.
Oh, my fault. Let's shout out Bun Papa in Alexandria, Virginia, in Bellevue Shopping Center.
Yeah.
And they also have one in Belhaven.
Yeah. Well,
we were in Belhaven today.
No, it's Bellevue.
That was Bellevue?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other one is Belhaven?
No, the other one is it's a different name.
Bradley. So they have.
It's not really a Bun Papa over there. It's part of it's a pop up over here too. To be honest,
right? But it's part of Beeliner Diner over there, Bradley Center or Bradley Plaza. So we went to Bellevue for our Bun Papa meal today, and yes, I got the Avo burger, and I got some waffle, avocado, pickled onions. Salsa.
Mm-hmm. No cheese.
Didn't eat any, y'all, and I don't eat cheese anymore.
You crushed that.
Pickled onions, avocado.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. 2
taco type of
patties.
thing.
And, they make all their buns, all their bread is done in-house.
Yeah, it's really called, what's it called? Bread and water. And then the bun poppers will pop up there.
Yes.
So all their buns and, rolls and everything is freshly made.
Freshly seasoned.
And you had the waffle fries.
Freshly seasoned waffle fries. Like my bag is orange.
Yeah.
From the seasoning of the waffle fries. And we got dessert. Key lime. I got key lime pie.
Talk about my burger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You gonna dismiss my little burger?
I'm sorry. My bad.
I know it wasn't avocado or nothing. I ain't had no tacos on my burger or nothing, but it was good though. Nah,
what did you have, David?
I mean, it's a classic. It's really like a classy Big Mac.
A classic Big Mac.
Yeah, it's 2 patties. Mm-hmm. You got $1,000 dressing. You got lettuce and pickles. Okay. And it's amazing. And cheese.
No tomato. Nice.
Amazing. Okay. So good. And then I had the chili cheese fries.
Yeah, drop it down. He had a box, y'all. Man. He had a box with chili cheese fries in there. A box. I was like, a box? Oh, now I know why. When he opened it up, I see all this drizzle, all this extraness in there.
And the seasoning that she had on her fries, I had that on my fries too, in addition to the chili and cheese, and they did it right. When you are working out every day and eating right every day, you get one cheat meal. You make it count.
Hell yeah.
We don't play around. We didn't play around the first time. I would have had a hot dog
if I could have, but I was too full.
Indeed.
Yeah, there's no way.
And then, so preceding that whole situation, we stopped at our
local
wine shop.
Shout out to Unwind.
And Trina grabbed some. What'd you grab?
I grabbed a 2017 Syrah by Molyneux out of the Swartland region of South Africa.
Yes, we've had this before. It's
an amazing Syrah, and I said I wanted Syrah with my burger today, and I was very happy that it was restocked on the shelves at this store because they have 2 stores. We got it at the other store before, but it was in stock today at this store, so I was like, boom, here we go.
Yes.
Let's just grab this. This is gonna go with this burger.
So how was your week 1?
Oh
well, let's cheers, huh?
Hey, cheers!
We always should get this, huh? We always almost miss the cheers.
For all the people doing E2M that held on, that did what you were supposed to do, and have your cheat meal today. Amen.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and sip your wine too. Yeah, I like it. How was your week 1?
Listen, Monday we went to the National Museum of African American History after we worked out, and we took the day off Monday.
Yep.
And by Monday night, I was delirious. My legs were hurting. My whole body was hurting. I took a naproxen pain reliever. I was in the bed at 8:00, wasn't I?
You were, yo.
I was done.
I couldn't sleep.
I couldn't even focus. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna figure out what we gonna eat for dinner real quick. I'm gonna throw this.
You still came home and cooked. Amazing.
Cooked. I mean, was it Brussels sprouts and salmon? And lemon pepper salmon, and I just did it real quick. I didn't even take forever. I did it. I seared it. I flipped it over, and I threw everything in the oven. And I sat until it was done, and pulled it back out. Sat it on, made plates, and we were done. And then I was just like, babe, I can't do it no more. I need to go to bed. Yeah. I need to go to bed. I can't do this. I'm exhausted. I'm like,
go, yo. You ain't missing nothing.
But it's not me. I'm so used to staying awake. So for me, my body was responding heavily and saying, go to bed.
Yeah, no.
So Monday night, Tuesday night, same exact thing. Went into the office for a little bit, came back home. We had dinner, and I was just like, babe, I'm so tired. And I did cardio when I came home, which is, as I mentioned in the last episode, my Achilles heel. Last time we did this, I didn't do the cardio.
Shout out to you and cardio this week.
Honey.
You got it in both days.
Baby, I did. I sweat. I dripped. The first day I put on the sauna suit. The second day I didn't. I put on the waist, the sweatband, sweet sweat. And I'm proud of myself. That's how I feel this week. I feel like I stuck to it. I didn't break the diet. I didn't break on alcohol. I didn't break and get Starbucks. I didn't do any of this stuff. And I took all my supplements. I didn't get up to a gallon in water, but I still feel like I hydrated more than I've hydrated before.
That's a good thing. I mean, that's the nature of this program. It's not a diet. It's just a way of life. To be honest,
It's a lifestyle.
But this program,
change.
it's like, if you don't do good today, don't beat yourself up. Just do better tomorrow.
Yeah,
so you're doing better with the water, and that's the most important thing. You might not get that gallon every day,
but I be getting damn close.
Yeah, you're doing your thing.
And running to the bathroom.
And with this program, you do HIIT exercises. Y'all familiar with HIIT, high intensity interval training, and on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, pretty much, right? And then
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Cardio Tuesday and Thursday.
Right.
So and then get 1 day off.
That's today for us.
Yeah, today for us for sure. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow. You'll do whatever
probably
program.
Yoga, stretching, or I'll be doing Uncle Brad's workout. Sunday sizzle. I
and
hope
I'll
Sunday
do cardio
sizzle
tomorrow.
Back. Yeah, so I feel good, and the mindset and the conversations that I'm having with myself are that I'm healing my body.
Yes.
That's literally the conversation that I'm having with myself. Like the way that I'm behaving, things that I'm doing, the proper eating, the hydration, taking my supplements, I'm healing my body.
It's amazing how quickly you can see differences in your body when you cut out the sugar and the carbs.
Woo! Because I got some jeans this week, y'all.
Yeah, you did.
I put some jeans on yesterday. I put on some size 6s yesterday. I was like, wait a minute, let me pull them out.
Yeah, the inches, pause, and then we put the scale away. We weighed ourselves before we started, and we're not pulling the scale back out until week 4.
Yeah.
After week 4? So
we said week 4.
After week 4.
Mm-hmm.
So going into week 5, to be honest. Because it's not about just the scale. It's
more than that.
Consistency and just, you know what I'm saying? And doing the right thing over and over and over. You'll see the differences.
And your body fluctuates. I mean, especially for me as a woman, just with hormones and all that. And whereas you might drop a bunch of water weight or pounds or whatever, and then you might gain some muscle. So the body just, I want to measure in inches. I want to know that certain things look certain way, certain things look different. Yeah. Look back at it and, it looks different. Yeah.
Prepare some good meals this week.
Thank you.
I got one in.
You got one in.
A couple. Yeah, I made some breakfast.
Yes, and you made some breakfast. You called it the garbage breakfast.
What was it?
Trash can breakfast.
Trash can breakfast or something like that. Trash can eggs.
Trash can eggs, they're amazing.
Trash can eggs. It's scrambled eggs, avocado. I put tomato in there. I put spinach in there. Wasn't there something else in there? It was just those things.
It was just those things.
I put a little olive oil in the pan.
Hey.
Little rosemary and little basil, fresh basil in the pan. And it just gives this.
The eggs were amazing. Okay. I was about to lick the paper plate.
You know what I mean? So, and then, what did I make? I made wings for dinner that one day.
The wings. The spiced wings. They were like citrus limey wings. With a rub on them.
That's right.
And green beans. And they were garlicky green beans with sesame seeds.
Yeah, it was sesame seeds in there. That was part of the seasoning that I used.
Amazing.
But I used our cilantro lime olive oil on the wings. And that really kind of shined.
It was great.
And
then I took it to work on Thursday as my meal, and I was at my desk licking all my fingers, just having a ball at my desk eating leftovers.
I just try to supplement because you be getting busy.
Hey,
you was getting busy all week.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's
we
true.
cook, we cook, we get it together. We have our meals, we stay on plan, and then we reap the rewards. Cause your face over there looking all fine and
I appreciate it.
slimmed up, Dr. McKnight.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? Got the gold frames on today. Just need my stethoscope. I can't find it. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm ready to be your patient.
Hey. Watch out now. Watch out. Hey. Yo, the cooking thing. Here's a question. I have a question for you, man.
Okay, let's go.
The idea, is the idea of cooking for a husband and or family a dated construct? I know it's not for you, But in our society, in our culture, I should say, because who knows what the hell happens outside of our culture.
I know. I don't know. In this day of bad bitches, in the day of bad bitches and boss bitches and all these other things going on right now. She belongs to the street. I cook, but I know that not a lot of women cook. Not a lot of women desire to cook. Some women don't know how because they were never taught.
Right.
And some women are just like, I'm too busy. I work, I do X, Y, and Z. I'm running around. And so cooking is just not my focus. And then some women just don't give a shit.
Do you think that there's an agenda that contributes to that? Like, has it been kind of marketed to us that itself, like, you know, the whole in the what is it, the woman movement type of thing, independence and all that shit. You don't need to do this. You don't need to, you know, that's not just for a woman to be doing, which is not, of course.
Right.
Gender you think
roles,
that, you think that lends to women shying away from it?
I don't know if it's part of like the quote unquote feminist movement.
That's what I was trying to think of.
I'm not really sure if it is or not. I don't know how it works with black women because black women have generationally and historically been the women who cooked, even back to being slaves and back to keeping households of other people, caregivers. Black women have always been cooking and caring for, you know, folks. But in this age, in this generation, it's just a different, I don't know. I mean, hey, I work. I have a career as well. I've had kids, all those things. And I've managed to cook for my kids because I felt like it was important for me to control what goes into their bodies, what healthiness we consume versus eating out all the time or just giving chicken nuggets and mac and cheese in a box or something. Those things affect bodies later.
Yes.
Whole foods are what's going to help you to be healthy later. So if you're cooking those things that are whole foods, which is what our ancestors ate, because when you think about how our bodies are compared to our ancestors, it's all about how we eat and what we put in our bodies, the processed foods, the sugars, the pastas, all these things, the quick stuff, quick meals.
They were not going to the goddamn Safeway or Giant and Wegmans to go grab a can of something or you know what I'm saying, everything was grown.
Right. And we don't grow our vegetables.
Right.
We're not doing a lot of those things. My grandmother, one grandmother grew her vegetables. And my other grandmother just cooked whole foods.
Right.
You know, she just cooked vegetables. She cooked starch. She cooked protein. So it's just, I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, the upbringing. A lot of kids have grown up with parents who are working, or one single parent who's working multiple jobs, and the kids are having to figure it out on their own at home for whatever's in the fridge or whatever's in the freezer. It's the societal norms are so different. Communities are different.
That's true. That's very true.
So many things that are different now that, I don't know, it plays a part in that. And then also the messaging. On social media.
Yes.
What gets pumped to my Instagram versus what gets pumped to other Instagrams, and what demographics. They see messaging about, we already talked about BBLs and all that kind of stuff. There's this whole independent bad bitch, get your thing, do your thing, go on trips, do this, you know, all that kind of stuff. So the even having a husband thing, there's a book out now. I don't know the name of it. I just learned about it, about women being intentionally single in the age groups of 25 to 30 something.
Wow.
Where they are intentionally being single.
Why?
They're intentionally buying their own properties and doing all these things because they don't want to be bothered with the stresses of a relationship.
Okay. Well, there you go. And I was going to ask, what do you think the effects of the marketing and what we're being fed through social media stuff could be in the future? But it's already now.
Yeah. I mean, remember there was this whole diatribe. There was this demographic of, black women over such and such an age are unmarried. Remember that whole thing? But then they turned around and said, no, that's not true. Actually, more African American women are married and degreed and all these things.
Yeah, they try to paint
own property. They try to paint this picture of the black single woman. But in actuality, more black women are actually married in the United States. So I don't know.
They do the same thing about black men not being with the kids, and it's not true.
Where more men are actually in the household now than in 1968. I believe. So I mean, the studies, you know how it goes. The research, you can flip it to make it look however you want. Anybody who's done studies and done research, you know how you can flip the numbers.
Do you remember being taught how to cook?
I do. I remember my grandmother, Nana, may she rest in peace, would make me sit in the kitchen with her. From whatever she was making, I had to be in there. I learned about measuring. I learned about measuring out the right way. I learned about leveling out solids with she had like a little leveling spatula to make sure I was given like a full measurement. From flouring stuff to being on the stove and not burning food, turning the heat down on a gas stove, chopping, all that, peeling. Shout out to both both my grandmothers. Grandma Mickey also, between the fruit and going in the garden and pulling the greens and stuff out and peeling potatoes and all those types of things. Yeah, snapping peas. I had to do that. I had to sit at the table and snap peas and things like that.
The green beans and taking chips off and all that
type of stuff. Washing potatoes. All those types of things I learned by being in the kitchen with my grandmother.
Yeah, that's serious, man. That's priceless.
And I tried to do the same thing with my kids. Now, one cooks. The other is a sous chef, or so she calls herself. Which really means that she stands there and she hands you stuff.
Is the food done yet?
And she comes and she says, is the food done yet?
Puts the pressure on you.
But she does know how to do stuff for herself when she wants to.
Yeah.
And she'll be pulling out garlic and parsley and all this stuff and making pasta and olive oil and when she wants to.
Listen, y'all. I was like, listen, Trina, you are the main cook in this family. Be clear about it.
Yes.
I thought I could cook before until I consistently ate Trina's food. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and embarrass myself trying to make this dry ass salmon that I thought was juicy. And yours is falling apart. It's crazy. So that's our arrangement. And then I supplement. I step in. I'm a big breakfast person. Like, I get busy with breakfast.
And I'm here for it, okay? I will sit back on the couch. I will sit wherever and wait for the breakfast to be made because you make a great breakfast. You make a great brunch at home.
Oh, yeah. Of course, the brunch. Yeah, I enjoy making breakfast. Home fries. My French toast is crazy.
Oh.
And I ain't really make the crazy French toast yet.
You haven't made bananas Foster in a while.
Yeah, that was really good when I made that.
Yeah, that was a Valentine's Day thing you did for me. Remember that? That's how you tried to get me.
Well, you know, I wasn't trying nothing.
Oh, you had me then. You was like, boom, pow.
I mean, look at where we sitting right now. We both on that motherfucking lease. You know what I'm saying?
If you see these dogs in the front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong.
Yo, you told me a story the other day about something about some chick sliding in this guy's DM.
Oh, yes.
What happened?
In London, there was a gentleman who posted a picture of himself in a pool with a Rolex on. And a girl slid in his DMs and was, basically introducing herself, getting to know him or whatever. They found out they were in the same locale or whatever. And he was like, bet, let's meet up.
Right.
As a result of that meetup, she came with one of her friends to his flat and in London.
Right.
And they gave him the DHG. Is that what it is? The date rape drug?
Is it GHB? But yeah, whatever.
Okay, so they gave him the date rape drug in his drink while he was there. And
but they knocked him out. They banged him. They banged him first, right?
there was
Shaboing
sex. Sex did happen that night, I guess, with one of the girls. I don't know if it was both. They didn't say that in the story. But at some point, the girls drugged him. He passes out. They had called their friends, some gentlemen, to come, and they were planning to rob him of his Rolexes. And it ended that he wasn't passed out all the way when those guys entered his apartment.
Kind of woke up or whatever. Kind of
woke
groggy.
up. There was a fight. A fight ensued. There was, in the end, he wound up being killed in this whole little scheme.
And they all got caught.
Scheme. They all were arrested. They were caught on CCTV TV. One of the gentlemen had on a Montclair jacket. That's how police tracked him down with the gang he was affiliated with. They recovered the watches and all this.
The watch was fake, you said, right?
And it turned out that the Rolexes were fake that he had on his Instagram. So the girls have been charged with manslaughter, and the gentlemen have been also charged. The girls are facing 10 years in prison, and I forgot what the gentleman. One guy I think pled out, and then the other one I don't know what he got. But this is on Instagram. It was just a telltale story of everything on Instagram ain't real, right. And B, don't be hooking up with folks that slide in your DMs on the day.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. But I cannot talk because when I was in college, I've done dumb shit. So I can't even.
You were a young person who were making bad decisions.
Making extremely bad decisions.
That happens.
In this day and age, I don't know. You just don't know who's scheming on you and wants to kill you.
My whole thing has always been, everybody's scheming on me.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. Have I not said this?
You said you would never go back to a girl's hotel room because she was gonna rob you.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm out of town. Are you crazy?
Yeah, you said no Miami hotel rooms. Huh?
No, I'm not going to nobody's hotel room. You crazy, son? There's no way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That whole trusting strangers thing is just wild to me, because I just grew up in an environment where I was constantly watching my back, and I wasn't in a gang or nothing like that. But you walking through neighborhoods,
right?
You moving around through neighborhoods, so I'm constantly watching my back. And the idea of just a stranger, if a woman is acting way too into me up front, I'm not interested.
Really?
I'm not interested, because that's not how women move.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Don't women, they might
true.
be into a guy, and then they will wait for the guy. They might send subtle signs that they might be into this person and whatnot.
But I don't know. In this day and age, these girls are a little bit more like, they be like, apply pressure.
In this day and age, Brocky is also married, so I don't give a shit what they doing out here.
But I'm just saying, with this new generation, these kids in their 20s, the women are a bit more aggressive, a bit more assertive in certain situations, and not all.
So you spoke about Miami. Going to Miami when I was younger, those women, because you have people from everywhere there.
Absolutely.
Those women from the South,
yes,
they move different than the women.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was different. So it was a lot of aggression and
yes,
whatnot. And I'm saying that I'm not with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're acting you're too into me.
You don't want to be the prey. You want to be the predator.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yes. I guess that's the case.
Because men are genetically the predators and women are the prey.
I guess so. Maybe so. I mean, I hadn't thought about it like that, but maybe so, man. But I know that if you acting too into me up front, like, okay, if you into me, cool, we're gonna talk or whatever, and we just, you know what I'm saying, you're active in the conversation and stuff like that, that's all cool. But if you just so pressed about getting back to a hotel or a room or something to do whatever, I'm out. You're not getting me, son. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'll pass up. Right. I'd rather pass up and live than take a chance and be out of here or robbed.
I bet you he never even thought that those girls were scheming on him. He probably never even thought. And you think a hot girl is sliding in your DMs? You know, she was a good looking girl. I mean, her mugshot, she looked like she probably had some hot IG photos, IG model photo type quality.
But it was 2 of them.
But I guess maybe she brought her friend, and he was
It was 2 of them. Two chicks not gonna be like, yo, we want to come over and get busy just based off of your photos or some shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you got to be around me or something. You don't even know me. I don't even know you.
Listen, these kids, these young folks, it's a different day and age. This day of instant gratification and TikToks and Snapchats and put it on the glass. It's different. It's different now. It's way different. And it's unfortunate this young man lost his life.
It is very unfortunate.
Off of an Instagram DM, off of some girls who saw his photo of him in a pool with a fake Rolex on, that they decided they was going to get him.
There goes another part of it. You out here flossy. Too much Stan Rothstein.
Listen.
Like, come on.
I done seen enough Gucci or Ucci suits, Burberry
Ucci suits.
Burberry, Hermes, all these designer outfits. Suits. I be seeing designs on people that I know Gucci and Louis Vuitton didn't commission, that people be having whole outfits on and looking like they are just balling out of control in designer.
Right.
Versace. These people be out here on Instagram hard.
Crazy.
Doing all of the designer everything. They have the walls with the empty bags, the empty Louis Vuitton bag, the empty Gucci bag on the shelves. Then they be having the designer purses. Case in point, the woman, Jen Shah from Real Housewives, Salt Lake City, she got convicted of scamming some people in Salt Lake City, some older people with her business. And they said, well, she's been driving around in all these designer bags and all these clothes and all this stuff. And the government, the marshals, seized the bags as part of the restitution. And what did they find out? The bags were fake. She's been on Real Housewives of, Salt Lake City, going on all these trips. Every time you see her, she's got a luxury bag in her hand. She's got assistants. She's got all this stuff. The bags were fake.
As Q-Tip says, you can't believe everything you see in here, can you? Now, if you excuse me, I must be on my way.
Listen.
Come on,
they
man.
thought
Nothing
that
they
thought that they was about to cash in to get the restitution back from her and fines and money and all that stuff. And it turns out she was on the oopity doop.
Look, and here's the reality that the Gucci or the Breitling watch and all those things will get you the woman who's interested in those types of things.
Yeah.
The fake Gucci, the fake Louis, the fake Breitling, those will also get you the woman who are into those types of things.
Yeah.
And that's why cats is walking around here with fake stuff. The rap culture and all these dudes out here with all this jewelry, they claim it's diamonds. A lot of it is fake.
Cubic zirconia.
If that.
Or
you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know what the next level down from
I don't
cubic
know.
zirconia is.
Whatever.
Swarovski crystal.
Moistenites.
Oh shit.
Whatever. It is what it is. But it ain't no diamonds. You know how much those joints will cost?
A house. Most people, their record contracts didn't even give them enough for that. Or they got it on loan.
Stop it, man.
They got it on loan.
Yo, it's crazy, man. Trusting strangers, I can't do it, man.
But,
I mean, the most I'll trust a stranger is getting to an Uber or a Lyft.
Because we do that. But what about people who trust international doctors to perform surgeries on their bodies?
There's always a level of desperation. As much as I want to go to Jack Rose for a whiskey tasting, I'm not desperate to go there for a whiskey tasting. So I'll just hop in an Uber or Lyft, or I'll just stay home.
Yeah.
But these people are so desperate to keep up with the stuff that they see on Instagram that they will go cross a border into Mexico, into cartel land to get a BBL. God bless the dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to those victims. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, what was it? Four? It's actually five.
There were five.
4 actually made it across the border.
Correct.
Going over there to get homegirls supposed to be getting a BBL now. It sounds kind of funky. One chick, 3 dudes to go.
They were going as her escort.
To escort.
Make sure they were her childhood friends.
Did they have guns?
The 2 guys, no. They were her childhood friends.
Wait a minute.
Huh? You know you can't cross the border.
I know.
with no guns.
I asked the question just because you said that they trying to be her escorts.
Yeah.
So y'all going into Mexico.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to be protecting this woman from something?
I guess. They know where they was going was mad hairy and scary. And shout out to...
We got to do better out here, yo.
Shout out to the USA Today article that was posted that talks about this very thing, about not only, you know, the extremes that people will go to, but the extremes that people of color, African American women are going to get these cosmetic procedures, because the algorithms are gearing this information towards our demographic. Yeah. They are pumping BBLs, they are pumping augmentations, they are pumping fake teeth, weaves, all those cosmetic things they are pumping towards black people, black and brown people. They are doing that for a reason. They are messaging us on social media platforms.
Isn't that crazy?
In that way for a reason. When we talk about why there is the algorithm and the racial divide in the algorithm, and why influencers and brands and companies don't perform as well as Caucasian brands and companies, it's because of the racial algorithm, the underlying racial currents of the algorithm.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is. It's ridiculous.
That's incredible that the demographic who has the most voluptuous women.
Yes. We already got body.
They're the ones being targeted.
Yes, we already got the body.
I wonder if it has something to do with the Kardashians.
Oh, come on.
Hold on. We know that. We know it from that point. I'm talking about the Kardashians always being with the basketball player or the rapper, like the black. Like, I wonder if that's where it kind of started, because they weren't over there in that other culture. They were in our culture. They were showing up in our culture all the time. I wonder if that's where it kind of started rolling from there.
Well, they wanted to look like us.
Right.
They tanned their bodies, they darkened their hair, and then they got the boobs, and then they got the hourglass shape, because they wanted to look like us and still be Caucasian women.
Right.
And get the black men. Because unfortunately, there is a stereotypical exotic look that is often what that caliber of athlete is gravitating towards.
Right. So with them being with that person, that means they're going to show up in all of our publications. They're going to show up in all of our news outlets. They're going to be, and that you're seeing that augmented body on a regular basis. It really was just Kim at first.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wonder if that really contributed. I'm sure it had some kind of effect, but I'm just wondering where it really started, where the ball really started rolling.
I would say it started with
us.
Kim. I mean, you know, that machine, that Kardashian machine, has made millions of dollars off of their look.
Right.
And they've recycled it. And like these plastic surgeons say, when I watch some of the shows, I've got women in here coming in here to look like a woman who had plastic surgery. Like, they want me to make them look like a woman who also had plastic surgery. That's not even how she really looks.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So it's a cycle, but the algorithm is pumping that stuff. And they were even saying that a lot of those doctors or plastic surgeons in other countries, I've seen the ads where they'll do high BPM BBLs on women who can't get it done in the United States because their BMIs, I'm sorry, did I say BPLs? Okay, BMIs, body mass index, is too high in the United States to undergo plastic surgery.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that you need to lose weight. They'll tell you that you need to get your blood pressure down. They'll tell you all these things in the United States. But there are organic companies or brands or doctors in other countries who advertise on Instagram that if you have a high BMI, they will do your BBL.
They'll still snatch you up.
They will take you in Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Mexico, all these places.
Chicks still getting their ribs taken out?
Yeah, sometimes.
Still getting their ribs snatched out too?
I mean, but it's, you know, it's a whole thing. It's mommy makeovers. It's 360 lipo. It's all of these things.
I need my ribs. I don't even know how many ribs I got, but I want them all.
Yeah, I want my
keep them
ribs.
there.
But
I ain't going to Mexico no time soon either.
Yeah, but I could go for a 360 lipo.
Listen, I understand it.
No, but I'm working right now.
You working, yo?
Yeah, I'm working.
Yo, what's the? Speaking of traveling to Mexico, it made me think about. I have some unassuming places I like to visit. But do you have any places that you would like to visit that most people would be like, really? Like people who know you would be like, oh, really? Like you want to go there? Do you have anything like that?
I do want to see Norway and Finland during the warm months because I hear it's like really green, and the towns are really gorgeous, and like it's like a whole vibe. I would love to just see that.
I'm kind of with you there.
Yeah.
Greenland. Iceland.
Iceland. All right, because Iceland is really green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iceland.
Yeah. I'm so, but I've heard that Norway is like really
Aren't they all
gorgeous.
close?
Norway, Finland, they're right next to each other.
No, and where's Iceland? Is it near there?
Closer in the middle of the
You good with geography. Look at you. Look
closer
at
in the middle.
geography, yo.
Yeah, well, I used to teach it.
Oh, shoot. Do that with your hands again?
Over here.
Over here?
Yeah, look at the map. I would divide it up when I would teach the kids, and you divide up the locations on
no
where
doubt.
they are. And so, no, it's closer in the middle. Yeah.
So it's not, they don't share the same continent.
No. It's in the middle. It's in the water.
Yeah, I want to go to Iceland.
I'm sorry. I thought
I want to go to Switzerland too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Kennedy is looking at an abroad thing.
Oh my God.
I said we will be there.
Yeah, I would love to go to Switzerland, yo.
Yeah.
What you looking up, man?
Do not disturb it. I felt my phone vibrate.
Oh, okay, got you.
Sorry, I thought I didn't.
Yeah. So Finland. I don't know much about Finland.
Me neither.
Word.
Yeah. I like the flag though.
And Norway, you said.
In Norway.
Word.
Yeah. Just
I would love to go.
Go over there and just like check it out and just experience and see what it is. Remember Asia, shout out to Asia. She says she's gonna find her Norwegian prince over there. That's where she's gonna marry her husband.
Indeed. I ain't mad at you, though. There's somebody for everybody.
I would definitely like to see that. And then my other place, which everyone would expect would be I want to go to Guadeloupe.
Okay.
It's in the Caribbean. The French Caribbean.
I can dig that.
I want to experience it. It's not like a popular kind of destination. I think more people reside or have residences over there or whatever, but I would like to see what Guadeloupe is look like. It ain't big on the IG, I would love to experience it.
Another place for me is China. I would love to go visit. I had a coworker in the past who went to China and he visited the Olympic table tennis facilities.
Oh wow!
I would love to do that.
That's special.
Oh my God, I would love to do
Table
that.
tennis.
I love ping pong so much. We should go out. We should go to the room and play after this.
Oh damn!
We do have boxing to watch tonight.
We have boxing to watch tonight,
true,
y'all.
No,
I'm getting in my comfy PJs. I'm gonna snuggle up with my husband on the couch, and we are going to enjoy this.
Yes.
And I am ready for Caleb and Benavidez to fight.
Oh, look at you, yo. David Benavidez.
David Benavidez. Caleb Plant. I'm ready for that fight to happen.
Ooh, I can't wait for that fight too.
I'm waiting for Tank. And
Ryan Garcia.
And Ryan Garcia to fight too. I'm ready for all these.
I love boxing, y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
Give me my Showtime stuff so I can watch the pre stuff and all that. And I'm enjoying watching the press junket.
Yes.
The press is hilarious.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's entertaining, yo.
I love
those gonna be
boxing.
some good fights right there. Looking forward to that tonight. So we have a boxing date night on the couch.
Hey, Saturday nights are for boxing on the couch.
We will finish our cheat meal with some dessert.
Hey, come on, key lime pie with
back
your
at it tomorrow.
sweet ass. I'm ready.
Daytime.
Woo,
Yeah, have you ever dated somebody have you ever dated someone that you found, you realized you didn't like them, but you still dated them for a little while after that?
I'm trying to think. I could say that I married somebody that I didn't like, but that doesn't count.
Don't come at me, yo. Don't come at me.
I didn't say no names.
She ain't saying no name. This is 50-50. She been married twice. Look, I'm assuming it's not me. She's been married 3 times, just like me.
Listen, I would say that I dated this guy who didn't vote. And we had this whole big blow up about him not voting and why he don't vote and all of this kind of stuff. I was like, you know what? I don't even like you. I remember saying that when it all came out about him telling me that he didn't vote and why he didn't vote and why it was a waste and all of this stuff. I was like, you know what? I don't even like you.
Did he even have any ballot points?
He was prior military. He advised that, there was already a commander in chief and he just did what he was told. And he came from a different environment. He was raised in a way that they just didn't think there was any validity in anything that was already predetermined. Everything was already pre-decided, so it didn't really make any sense.
Right, yeah.
So
I see
it was
how
weird.
someone can come to that type of conclusion.
Right. And I have heard that from other people too, that it's pointless to vote and that it's already been decided by the powers that be and all that. I've heard that from another person who was a friend. But he and I were dating and I was just like, I can't date you.
Right. It's a wrap.
And I don't even like you because this is stupid. To me, what you're saying is stupid.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah. So how about you?
I dated. We weren't really dating so much, but we were seeing each other a little bit. Yeah, every now and then. But I was like,
so you could smash a person that you didn't like?
After a while, I couldn't. Once I realized it, so I was like, every time we talk, we kind of get into it, like just differences in views.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like. I was like, I just realized. So what happened is that she asked me to go on vacation. I told you about this. She asked me to go on vacation with her one time. She was like, all you got to do is get your plane ticket. Yeah. Everything else is straight. And I was like, yeah. Let me see what's good. I'm gonna see what's good. And then I was like, I don't like her. But I couldn't spend that time with her
in a bedroom, in a hotel room, locked away on a beach, on a vacation, all those things.
I was like, I don't think I like her, and we never saw each other again after that.
Wow.
Because I was like, I don't like her. Like, why am I doing this? And now every time we're around each other, we just argue, like not really argue passionately, but yeah, just like I'll say something, she'll say something in response, and I'll just be like, the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah.
Like, all right, man. So I can't wait for her to leave.
Wow.
And that's it.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
sometimes,
deep.
sometimes people love people that they don't like.
How about that?
That's
real scary.
Yeah.
But it's a reality. You can love somebody and not like them at all.
Yeah.
And you just be like, you know what? I'm going to just love you from afar.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go on about your business.
Right.
And that's that.
Or end up in relationships, long-term situations, commitments, and you realize that sometime down the road that you don't like this person.
You gotta ask all the critical questions that are important to you. You gotta know the important topics that are critical to you, so that like based on this person's beliefs and feelings and all those things, that okay, I can deal with this, or nah, I can't do that.
I went for a little while not voting. I was like, I don't believe in the government. I don't look to the government for anything, right? Except for when I was unemployed, and I was like, "Yo, give me that bread." But and then I was like, well, it kind of like the deeper meaning for me was like what my ancestors fought for, what they died for, what they bled for, and I was like, I kind of owe it to them. You know what I'm saying? So I started voting, but I don't have any faith. Yeah. I don't have any faith in any change coming from me voting for a president. Now, local stuff like that, I get that. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to get myself involved to know, because I don't want to just vote locally just for a Democrat, just because it's a Democrat. I need to know what's going on and who's who and so on and so forth, and then make an educated decision like that. But I understand people being discouraged and jaded by the system, especially people who are living in poverty. And it's like, yo, I can go over here, travel, however far I gotta travel to vote for this person, and ain't shit gonna change my circumstances and my conditions.
No, it's real. It's real. And there's a true economic divide when it comes to the whole voting process.
Ooh,
and
a whole other episode.
And even when you talk about redistricting and what's going on right now with gerrymandering and lines and all this stuff with them moving the lines in different cities and states to make it work for them, to make it more of a Republican district or more of a Democratic district. There's a lot of stuff going on locally that people have to fight for.
I done took Trina back to Howard, y'all. Let me stop, man.
Sorry, I was a political.
Don't be sorry.
Major,
Don't be sorry. I know you love this stuff. I
had a question for you.
Ooh, a question. Shoot, I thought we was at the end of the pod.
I was watching the Instagrams, and I was watching this conversation with this guy, and it was about different forms of cheating. And I was like, oh, this is a question. So I'll ask the listeners, and I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Is watching porn a form of cheating?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah. It's okay. So if you're in a relationship, the cheating is a heavy word. But if you're in a relationship and y'all have some type of agreement, and you go outside of that agreement, then there's a level of betrayal there. Whether I'm going to call it cheating or not, I don't know if I can call it that, because you're not actually physically involved with anyone. So in your relationship, y'all saying, we are for the Lord. We are church going people, so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, we don't allow this kind of stuff in our household. And then you step out and I find out you're watching porn and stuff. Then I'm going to feel some type of betrayal. Did you cheat on me? No.
Okay.
There's no actual person involved. You know what I'm saying?
So what about going to the strip club? Is that a form of cheating?
Now you done injected yourself into the video a little bit. Now but I still put it on the same level unless you in the strip club.
If you're getting lap dances,
knocking off chicks.
If she's dropping it and you giving her money and you go, okay, if you go back to the champagne room, it's assumed, but maybe you go back to the champagne room and you don't do nothing. But you just getting some private treatment.
Champagne room is still an assumption. Like it's a matter of what goes on in there, right?
Right, because in the champagne room, maybe she can take off her bottoms or she can take off her top.
Whatever it is, like if a woman gets completely naked and all this other stuff would not. If you're in a strip club and you're partaking, it's going to the strip club itself. You're betraying your significant other, like whatever agreement y'all had, then that is, like I said, a level of betrayal. I think cheating there's physical cheating, there's emotional cheating, right? Okay. So you can physically cheat by going and having some type of like intercourse or like kissing a woman or some kind of physical, emotional contact and whatnot. And then you have emotional cheating also, where you are relying on this person outside of your relationship for this emotional support. You're going to them with your problems, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all have this like connection on that level. I learned that from Oprah. You know what I'm saying? So I think those kind of things exist. Strip club, like if we cool with each other going to the strip club, and then I go there, and you assume you go into the strip club type shit gonna be happening. Right. There's gonna be naked chicks. Right. Or I don't know. Are there still men's strip clubs?
Yes, there are.
There are
strip locations.
Yeah. And then strip locations. I'm not gonna ask her what the hell that means. And you're assuming certain types of shit gonna happen there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying sex. I'm just saying like naked chicks, lap dances possibly, all those types of things, stuffing dollars, all types of shit like that. Is that cheating? I don't necessarily think it's cheating.
Okay, so here's another one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like your boy, Joe Budden.
Joe.
What about paying for OnlyFans private subscriptions to women doing in particular things for you on OnlyFans?
What about?
Is that a form of cheating? Because you got a relationship with a person on internet type of thing where you're paying to see the nakedness and the private nakedness.
It's not cheating if his girl's cool with it.
But I'm just saying, in a relationship, it's not. So it's not cheating.
No, especially if your girl's cool with it or your guy is cool with it, and you're going out to OnlyFans, then it's not cheating at all. If they're cool with you fucking other chicks or cool with you fucking other guys, that's not cheating at all, because that's y'all agreement. Y'all open.
So
if you're in an open
relationship.
agreement,
This is about agreements.
Yeah, this is about.
What
this
if
is about,
it's a person who hasn't spoken to their spouse and they are spending upwards of $150 on OnlyFans a month?
Right.
What about that?
That feels like, if I found out some shit like that, then I would feel like my trust was, you know what I'm saying? You betrayed my trust or whatnot.
Okay.
Would I feel like you cheated on me? I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would only feel like you cheated on me if you had some type of physical activity with another person.
Okay.
Woman or male.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We're doing both sexes.
Fuck yeah. A male is self-explanatory. A woman, you could at least talk to me first. Shit, what are we talking about? You crazy?
Like I said, I saw this gentleman talking about it on Instagram, and he was saying how, you know, cheating is subjective, and he was strip clubs have saved many a marriage in America because men go there to, you know, relieve steam, and then they go home to their wives or whatever after. And I'm like, I don't know if I want you coming home covered in glitter. And smelling like Bath and Body Works.
Man, that glitter get everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Bath and Body Works.
The body splash. I don't want you coming back.
Peaches and blunts.
Whatever. Yes.
I don't know if the strip club is saving marriages or not. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, because, you know, you can say that about the gun range or throwing axes or some shit, like, you know, going somewhere just to let off some steam.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. That's a funny one right there. But cheating is a strong word for something like that. Like, if you go to the strip club and you getting and fucking Diamond over there or fucking Lexus over there is topping you off at the strip club every time you go, and she's sucking you off or something, you cheating on your wife or your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Unless your girlfriend or your wife is cool with it.
Fellas, don't do that.
You understand what I'm saying? That's cheating. If a woman, if this is a bachelorette party and your girlfriend got the dude there and he's walking around the room and everybody's, you know what I'm saying, touching and some of them sucking and stuff, and you participate in that shit, you just cheated on your fucking boyfriend or your husband. And that's that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's that.
Right.
Gentlemen. You
just cheated. That's some physical type shit. Or if you got some person that you are sharing intimate thoughts with, you know, emotional shit, like on a regular basis, this is your person to lend on, and it's not your spouse, then one, y'all need to get some help, and two, that's emotional cheating.
Absolutely.
That's an emotional affair is what it's called.
Yes, an emotional affair.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. That's the way I look at that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Porn? Go ahead and watch. I don't give a shit if you watch porn. Might be in the same type of porn. We were supposed to talk about this, huh?
I know. We gotta wait for the sex ed class.
Yeah, I know. We gotta put that episode together.
We gotta put that together.
Yeah, go watch your porn. I don't give a shit. As long as it don't start interfering in our relationship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So when the hell do we have time for that?
We don't have time. I mean, we gotta have time to get it in. We don't got time to sit and watch porn. I'd rather get it in than watch porn.
Listen, I'm not the you know, pull one off in the bathroom kind of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be. I got a comfortable bed. I might even light a candle or some shit. I don't know. Put on some Cleo Souls.
Set the mood. Pour me a little red wine.
Phone on, do not disturb. I gotta make time for this situation. It's in the bit. What you talking about? I don't be doing all that shower bullshit. I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, man.
Only on vacation.
Right. Hilarious, yo. That is too funny. That's good stuff, though. That's good stuff. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? What constitutes cheating in a relationship?
Is porn cheating for y'all? Is
Porn?
OnlyFans cheating for y'all? I mean, there's got to be a price limit on OnlyFans.
Wait,
how much
a
you paying?
price limit?
How much you paying? Because after like 200, 300, if you paying $1,000 a month at OnlyFans, you cheating.
$199 is not cheating. 200 is cheating. It's a price threshold.
It's cheating.
Listen,
if you paying card payment amounts on OnlyFans, you cheating. Okay.
You cheating on the bank account.
Yeah. You
taking money out your family's mouth.
Yeah.
But it depends on how much money you got.
I guess
$1,000 a month is nothing for certain people.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, what is being done on OnlyFans that you got to pay for that you can't get at home?
Yo, hey man, there's a lot of illusions out here. Just like we said about Instagram and shit like that.
It ain't all real.
It ain't all real, baby. You better believe that. I guess, hey, Instagram ain't, OnlyFans ain't, what it's cracked out to be. What's her name? Black China. She was making $20 million a month on Instagram recently, and then now she quit it because she's too old for it because she had a kid. And it's
no way. If I'm making 20 milli, that I'm quitting, babe. We gonna ride that thing till the wheels fall off.
Pause.
Okay?
Yes.
I
wouldn't let you quit. Better get out there and show them people your titties right now.
See, quickly,
20 million.
20 million. Put them on the glass.
How the hell am I gonna pay for this Ferrari if you don't get there on OnlyFans?
But you heard Bad Barbie. What is it? The Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, she's killing it.
She said that for all of this time, she wasn't even 18 years old.
Yup.
Now that's nasty.
Nasty for who?
For the men who've been subscribing to her.
I mean,
and she was doing stuff on there and getting paid.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even of age.
Yeah, they knew that she was underage, and they still was going out there paying for her. I mean, if she's underage and OnlyFans is allowing her to be out there doing certain type of things, true. Then that's an issue too.
Absolutely,
that's a big issue.
I don't know.
And
what
then
the
there's
age
guys
is.
who know, me either, but there's guys who knew she was underage and they're out there to participate in whatever activities. Then that's a whole other situation too.
Yeah, it's just kind of like Luther, where all those people was on there watching the murder stuff.
Yo, he just gave away giving away the.
Oh, sorry, people. Spoiler. We'll edit that out. Edit that out.
Oh man, that's all good. Yeah, that's wild though, son. That's a wild thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a wild thing. She said, how old was she? 17?
She was 16, 17 on OnlyFans.
That's an interesting thing right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting thing. That whole age situation in our society, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's certain parts of this very country that we live in, that I believe 16, maybe the youngest, is the age of consent.
Age of consent.
16.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? So whereas here in Virginia, right, it's 18, we are appalled if a person who is 22 or 23, let's say 25, 25 deals with a 17-year-old. We're appalled about it, right? Or 16-year-old. Let's say 16, just for the sake of this, we're appalled. We're like, oh, that's disgusting and so on and so forth, whatnot. And you just hop over a few states.
Tennessee.
Okay, let's go to Tennessee. Tennessee is 16? Possibly?
I believe.
Let's just use Tennessee as an example, whether it's 16 or not. We don't know. But let's just say Tennessee is 16. That's a couple states over. The age of consent is 16. So a 25-year-old dealing with a 16-year-old in Tennessee is completely normal.
Right. Isn't that where Elvis married his teenage?
Probably. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that goes for different states in this country. The age of consent is different. So it's all a matter of like a cultural thing to an extent.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I always found that interesting. And
I mean, when you look at states' laws, don't get me started. on state laws. There's a bunch of state laws that's on the books that don't make sense across the United States. They don't all line up.
Right, but look, we're saying that it doesn't. I'm taking it that you're implying that it doesn't make sense based on our belief that 18 is the age.
Right. And
right?
OnlyFans may say she could be on there at 16.
It's a legal matter to an extent and not necessarily a moral matter, because we can't judge homie over there in Tennessee if he's 25 and his girlfriend is 17.
Right. And it's legal.
And it's legal.
Right.
It's a legal matter. It's not necessarily a moral matter. And then you can't say if a girl's 17 on this day, right, and she turns 18 the next day.
Right.
What's the difference in that woman, that girl, from one day to the next? It's just a birthday.
I get it.
It's an interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing.
It's a very interesting thing, but R. Kelly is in jail for doing a whole bunch of things.
We gotta go to the most extreme case. Come on, we're having a conversation here. R. Kelly, really?
I'm sorry, he just came to mind real quick.
Come on, yo.
He came to mind. No,
that's
but
R. Kelly. He's disgusting, of course.
Yes.
You know this, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but seriously, I mean, I don't know what the rules are for OnlyFans. So I don't know how she was able to be on there and be a minor and be making all that money anyway.
I think that there is a distinguishable difference between a man of maybe the age of 25 being attracted to a 17-year-old who could easily be 18, 19, 20, or 21. Okay. Right? If you look at her. Yeah. Compared to a man who is 25 who is a predator looking for 13, 14-year-old, like looking for children to prey on.
Right, absolutely.
I think there's a big difference there. Absolutely. And I think our society, this country, gets it wrong in a lot of ways, where you have kids who, we had the football player who was I think he was 18 or 19. He was in high school and he was dating a girl. I think she was 17.
And her parents found out,
and
they did the statutory rape charge.
Boom, done.
Right.
Yo, that's crazy to me. 18, 17.
There was also a racial difference in that.
There was a racial aspect to that, but it happens though. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It's like, yo, you cats is getting jammed up. You 18 to 17. Y'all share the same hallways and shit. Like y'all share the same classes.
You guys to be careful.
Yo, it's crazy.
Guys to be careful.
It's crazy.
Parents talk to your children.
Man, it's wild, man. So that's a tough situation.
Yeah,
that's a tough situation. But you know, in no way are we, or definitely me, and because I'm speaking these points myself, making any type of leeway or for any of these predatory ass motherfuckers out here.
No, because he nasty.
Preying on young girls.
He nasty.
It's disgusting.
It is.
It's disgusting.
Very much so. And it happens a lot, and especially on these social media pages, and you see stuff, and I can only imagine what OnlyFans is, but they feel like they're paying for it, so then they feel entitled.
Yo, that's child pornography.
Technically.
If there's a young girl under the age of consent on OnlyFans showing her titties and doing all this shit, that's child pornography.
Technically it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we don't know what's going on. All I know is that they're making a whole lot of money over there.
Yo, that's crazy. I think she probably been lying.
I don't know, but they said she had just turned 18 this year.
Yeah, she's a young girl. Yeah, I knew that from the first time she came out.
She was on Dr. Phil. Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that? Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Right. She was a young girl then. So
yeah, she was like 14.
But I wonder how that didn't turn into something bigger, because they don't play around with child pornography and shit.
I know, but maybe she wasn't showing tits and ass. Maybe she was just scantily clad.
Right. Woo, man, y'all
areas.
Cool lot out here, but everybody got, not everybody, but some cats out there got sicknesses and shit like that.
Got issues.
They got issues, son. I wish the best for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm sitting here. My wife is, you know what I'm saying? I checked her ID. She good. We straight.
As if I wouldn't be old enough. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no interest in no motherfucking strip clubs. I ain't paying nobody on OnlyFans to be showing me shit. I don't get it. I don't get the OnlyFans thing where you can just. I don't understand paying for porn in 2023. It's free.
Some people need like real time. Some people are voyeurs. Some people have addictions.
That's true.
They need to see it. They need to be. People have control issues. People have all kind of stuff, and they feel like paying for it. They get to get that.
That's a thrill too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thrill too. Just like the dudes that go out there and pick up women in the streets, they go pay for them and stuff like that. That's a thrill for them.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably a thrill. I don't know how much street walking is happening these days. I think everything is like on OnlyFans and stuff. Yeah. But I bet there's a thrill out of like not getting caught or like the possibility of getting caught by the police or something like that. Like I bet that plays a part with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Because that exists. It's there.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
But yeah, who the hell's walking? Remember DC used to have that shit back in the day?
Yeah, by Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon was crazy. I mean, Mount Vernon was a lot of over there too.
It was a whole LGBTB.
What are they called?
Transgender.
I don't know what they were.
Well, don't call them. That's not a comfortable word right now. It's not
word?
politically correct. They don't like to be called that.
Well, I'm not calling them trans. I'm just saying that they're trans.
Okay, well, they just,
Do I have to beat that out?
Politically correct.
Politically correct?
Yes.
I've never been politically correct.
Well.
Okay, all right. So there was a bunch of dudes out there who was walking around acting like they was chicks. Is that better?
Okay. That's better.
That's better?
More accurate.
That's more accurate?
Yes.
There's a bunch of dudes dressed up like chicks walking around Mount Vernon. But there's other areas. That's not. Whoa. I'm still not getting this right.
You got it right, babe. You got it right.
Because right down the block, there was actual women walking around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On the streets, the hills.
Time, and now they got hotels up over there, and all of that has ended. It's not.
It's all over. It's all over.
It's all over. I just didn't know if there's streetwalkers anymore. Like
not around here. We don't be seeing that shit.
With COVID and stuff, that definitely killed it.
I think before COVID, that hadn't been around for a long time.
I mean, that was like freshman, sophomore year.
Yeah, that was 94, 95.
Yeah, 94, 95.
And when we drove up to DC, we was like, we had our mild jaws dropped. Like, yo, it was crazy. The only prostitutes.
They had on fur coats.
Listen, it was like beautiful, badass chicks out there walking around. But in Rochester, the only prostitutes you would see were like crackheads. Oh. Yeah, like dope fiends.
Nah, these are the congressional prostitutes here.
I know. I saw that.
They was getting the legislative assistants.
I was shocked.
The lobbyists.
Like
they was picking up the ladies of the night or men of the night.
Yeah, it depends on how far uptown you drove.
How far you drove.
Couple more blocks, go to different territory,
you get a
surprise. Surprise. It's Glizzy Land. Woo. Yo, man, it's time to stop this thing, man. Pause. Yo. It's time for dessert. House sweats.
Yes.
And
I gotta put the dishes away and load the dishwasher back up.
Oh yeah, you kind of. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Clean out the sink.
I can help a little bit.
It's
I guess.
Okay. We'll put on our house PJs.
House PJs.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a whole segment about that too.
We gotta have a show about that because
house
we
PJs.
got on sweats now.
We got out. These are outside PJs.
These are going outside sweats.
These are fancy PJs.
Sweats.
Excuse me, sweats.
These are fancy sweats.
Right.
But then we have in the house sweats.
In-house
where we
sweats.
lay around and lay on the couch.
Yes.
And all that good stuff. So we got to change into those now.
Change into our house sweats.
Yeah.
I keep saying PJs. I don't even have PJs like that. Yo, man, fun.
This was so much
hilarious. Are we going to get canceled? We're not even popular enough to get canceled already.
Somebody is gonna find a problem.
I don't think I'm gonna beep that shit out either.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I still didn't get it right. You know what? Whatever, yo.
These Saturday pods have gone.
Saturday is so much better than Thursdays. Trust us. Y'all can go back and look and listen to these and watch these and be like, this is when they switched from Thursday to Saturday. This episode. Because from here on out, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
She is over here, yo. Her face. Yeah, for y'all listeners, I wish y'all, if y'all listeners go to YouTube and watch. I swear to God, her face right now.
Oh,
you are red. I didn't think you could get red. Like you're blushing right now, baby.
I don't even know what to say.
What do you want from me? I looked. I was like, "That's a man."
I was just saying that they don't like to be called trannies anymore. It's transgender.
Those particular dudes that were out there in that area we're talking about, I don't think they give a shit what you call them.
Okay.
They was there for the bread.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for Where's Brunch.
Those dudes in the skirts.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our podcast.
Yeah. Somebody gotta take us up. Somebody gotta take us up. We gotta take this thing to the next level, y'all. Woo!
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Yo, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Good time. This is one of the most fun podcasts we've ever done.
Thank you so much.
So much fun. And I love y'all. I love everybody, y'all.
Yes.
I'm just cracking jokes and stuff.
Absolutely. And you can listen to us on all streaming platforms. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can follow us at Where's Brunch Podcast on Instagram.
Yes.
This
I'm
is
Brocky.
I'm Trina Marie.
We are the Where's Brunch Podcast. Y'all be good.